following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to part 3. Let's talk about that, and we're going to talk about the March Macho Madness Tournament semifinals. This is part 4. We're going to do the finals. Who will walk away the 2016 March Macho Madness champion of this year?
In April.
In April, yes.
He is.
I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm Justin Carter. Right here on our new set.
We got the Warrior.
We got the Warrior. We got the new television going on with the new logo going on here.
And you'll never know who's going to pop up on this screen here. It could be
know.
anybody. Plus, we have a new part of Top Row Rowdy. It's Bucky the Deer over here.
We do have Bucky the Deer.
So Bucky may stick his nose in the business every once in a while. You never know what Bucky's going to do.
I don't know if my head is blocking Bucky the Deer. You may be able to see him. You may not. I don't know.
Munching on top of your head there.
I mean, we even have pop dolls. You can't see them. Because we're too big for you to see them, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, but things are changing each and every week as we keep on marching to Big 200.
Big 200. That's going to take a while, but while it's going to take a while, let's get started right here with the March Macho Madness Tournament semi-final round.
Yes, this is the Mike Hogan bracket, and we have number 1 seed Ric Flair, the Nature Boy. Woo! And taking on number 2 seed Sting. Wow, how many times have we seen this?
Right.
Yo! And woo! Yo! And woo! And yo! And my throat's killing me.
Right.
Woo! 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 Okay.
I love the woo off with Dr. Phil, though. That was hilarious.
No more special guest. Please.
No, I don't agree with the special guest, but it was funny when he wooed and Flair had to run off. That was funny. That was pretty funny.
That was funny.
But, ladies and gentlemen, on the flip of a coin, I get to pick the Mike. It's odd, isn't it? It's odd. I'm picking the Mike Hogan winner.
It's Top Row Rowdy. If things ain't odd, something ain't right.
That's true. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner, Ric Flair taking on Sting. Oh, you thought I said the winner, but I didn't.
You did not. Yes, you did, because you said Ric Flair and Sting. So you know you had to pick one, and which one is it? Who's going to be the winner of the first round?
Ladies and gentlemen, is it going to be number 1 seed or number 2 seed?
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, this is their WCW careers, NWA careers. This is at their top peak. This is what we're looking at.
How many times have we seen this matchup, and how many times has Flair come out the winner, and how many times has Sting come out the winner?
It's right down the middle.
It's right down the middle. I wanted to. I mean, it's a flip of the coin, like you said. It's a flip of the coin of who could win, who's going to be the first one to go into the finals.
It's right down the middle, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the hard one to pick.
It is.
It is a hard one to pick, ladies and gentlemen. But I am going to have to go, since guess what? We don't do voting around here because nobody votes.
We tried.
We tried it.
That was back in the 20s episodes. We tried.
Nobody wanted to nobody wanted to vote. I'll get it out in a minute. But ladies and gentlemen, since I get to vote, and since it's always down the middle on here, it could go either way. I am picking C number 2. Sting is your winner of the Mike Hogan bracket. So even if he doesn't win the whole thing, he's at least won your bracket.
He's in the finals.
It's very exciting.
It's very exciting. I've got goose pimples.
Goose pimples, ladies and gentlemen.
So let's go ahead and talk about our 10 worst WWE Superstar win-loss record of 2016 so far. I mean, we're already 4 months into 16. Fixing to be 5. And these records, El Succo. So,
it says, "You're not alone, Tyler Breeze."
No Tyler Breeze. Everybody keeps talking, why is Tyler being jobbed out? Why? Oh, why? Because he wanted to leave early, I guess, what people said, but hey.
And he's not on the list.
He's not on the list because...
But I've heard he lost 49 matches. 49 television matches already? I don't know if it's true or not.
Don't know.
But number 10 is Aiden English of the Vaudevillains. He's had 3 wins. What does D mean?
Draws.
That's weird. Why they got draws? That's crazy. He had 1 draw. He had 23 losses. What is wrong with Aiden English?
Up next, number 9 is Blake of Blake and Murphy. He had 2 wins, no draws, and 20 22 losses.
That's how I felt.
That's what I think about Blake.
I like the tag team. I really do.
Will they make it up to the? No, they'll be the Ascension if they come up.
Probably.
Hey, Blake and Murphy, you're on main event forever.
Unless they bring them up with Alexa Bliss, and then they might get a push.
Speaking of Alexa Bliss,
did you see her match against Jessica Black?
I know that's your new favorite number. 330, ain't it? You'll remember that episode forever.
It was a very
330.
It was a very good episode.
Made me upset she had no music. She was already in the ring when they come back. But yeah,
it happens.
But they did bring up.
They brought up her name. They brought up who she's related to.
She got some offense.
Oh, she got lots of it. And she was screaming, hollering at it too.
Yeah.
But did you also see Austin Aries move his finisher?
I don't remember it.
He was in the opening match.
I know, but
he spun around right in the face with an elbow.
When did he get some nobody?
Yeah, he got
Thank you. That's why I don't remember it.
Not Sawyer Fulton, but the other one.
That was Sawyer Fulton.
Was it Sawyer Fulton? It may have been Sawyer. They were a collegiate tag team.
They were.
And now he's got his band.
I know. All thing I remember him wearing a shirt like he got done in Florida. So it looks like he went to the. Hey, get a spray shirt.
He did get a spray shirt, but on his headbands it said the curse of greatness. And I do agree with Corey Graves. Maybe you should get some wins on your belt before you call yourself the curse of greatness.
Okay. Now we back to the top 10.
We are back to the top 10 on number 8.
Oh yes, that would help him having a Bliss come up.
It would. Number 8, you got Naomi with her little shoes all colorful.
All lighting up.
It did help at all because her wins are 6. No, I forgot the word.
Draws.
Draws, that's the word for it. I keep wanting to say DQ because it says DO. Do. And losses of 27.
Next up, somebody who hangs out with Naomi, Tamina. She has also 6 wins, no draws, and 28 losses. She almost, pretty much done it.
6 wins. It must have been a tag team match.
Yeah, must have been. Yeah, you ain't kidding.
The 6th matchup was... Oh, 6th match. I'm still doing Starcade over here. Starcade. So anyway, that was weird.
I'm surprised he's number 6 on this list.
It's really bad because he's gotten a big push since he got on the main roster. But it's not all about winning. Sometimes you gotta lose.
And he lost.
Lost a lot. Kevin Owens, he's won 13. He's had 2 draws, and he's lost 36 times. 36.
Wow. Up next, coming in number 5, is the current Intercontinental Champion.
If we're going in order, why would he not be at number 6? Kevin Owens, swap with him. See the number?
I see the number.
The numbers are all kinds of weird.
They're all weird. They're like more
doesn't mean it's not in order.
He has more losses, but he has more wins, and he has more losses.
It's not order.
But next is coming in number 5 is The Miz, the current Intercontinental Champion. He has also 6 wins, no draws, and 29 defeats.
29 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have number 4, Bray Wyatt. They're all upset. He never wins.
He never does
He can wrestle on WrestleMania, blah, blah, blah. Ladies and gentlemen, so far, 2016, he's had 5 wins, 2 draws, 31 losses.
31 losses. Up next, number 3 is the drughead Konnor. He has 1 win, 1 draw, and 34 losses. Well, that was a good record for now. Let's look at this in 6 months from now and see what his record is now.
That's true when he comes
1
back.
win, 1 draw, 85 losses.
Yes.
Up
next, number 2, which is weird, his tag team partner is the other one. Anyway, number 2 is Stardust. I'll give you a clue. The top 3 are a faction, or they were.
Yeah, not anymore.
Just like nothing happened.
Victor's going to go by. He's just going to be going on the face.
Probably. Stardust has 5 wins, 2 draws, and he has lost 40 times.
Yeah,
and I don't think they even count live events.
I don't want to do either.
That's a lot of losses.
And bringing in the number 1, and no, it's not Tyler Breeze. It is Viktor of the Ascension. He has also 1 win, 1 draw, and 38 losses.
That's crazy.
Probably some of the times that he fought Kalisto or somebody.
Yes, by himself, he is.
Now we're doing the next top 10 here. 10 wrestlers who you can expect to get a big push after WrestleMania 32, and we will see who we think it will be right or wrong.
So far, this one is tricky.
So far.
He's gotten a match. He's gotten a little video package and things. I think they should slowly do. They should not push him to the moon and back already.
No.
But number 10 is Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin, yeah.
He's one of those that, like you said, you can take him or leave him. So it's going to be interesting if they take him or leave him.
But how do we really judge if he got a push? Do we see where he's at on the SummerSlam card? Do we see how it rolls out to the end of the year? What really judges how well you push, if you got a good push or not? If he wins the belt now?
I'm just saying, if you go by the push, if you've got a program you're in, or if you're winning a lot of matches. Like, if you're beating a bunch of jobbers...
Which he should be beating on
He should be. It should not be main roster people.
No.
But if he has no program and he's just doing an undefeated thing where he's beating a bunch of jobbers at first, that's a push.
That is a push, yeah.
So he's already beat.
But you come out to WrestleMania and you're not even on the SummerSlam card. That's not a push.
No, but at WrestleMania he did win the Battle Royal. But then the next night on Raw he didn't win. He got a double count out.
He needs to be.
But he got a dominant look over Dolph with the end of days. But everybody looks dominant over Dolph. So
yeah, but Dolph was way out. He may not make it to Payback, but he definitely needs to be in Elimination Extreme Rules.
I would say there's no such thing as Elimination
There is
Chamber.
on the network sometimes, unless they decide not to do it. So
that is true. They did Elimination Chamber strictly for the.
So he may come back again. Never knows how they run, but
never know.
He got to be in Money in the Bank, and he also has to be in SummerSlam. So
this is true.
Up next, number 9 is Alberto Del Rio, who we'll see after they disband
which is coming soon.
It is coming.
It needs to. They're doing nothing but jobbing out to people. You know, they were brought in as a collective unit, as big time people.
They dumped Wade, and
so that he could leave.
Yeah. And now they're shocking them just them 3 falling apart, so adding somebody else. I mean, you ain't got nobody you can add to it. Jeez.
And you know what they're gonna name him, right? When Bad News Barrett leaves WWE.
No.
He's going to go to TNA and be Sad Information. And then whatever his real name is. I can't remember what his real name is.
And neither can he.
No. Stu, that's his name. Stu Bennett or something like that. So it'll be Sad Information Stu.
It's going to be Stu Bennett because we got a Bennett already there.
That's true. It'll just be Sad Information Stu. You don't need a last name if you got 3 names already.
Sad Stu.
Sad Stu. For short.
Sad Stu. He's coming after you.
And then you have
he's bringing the bad news.
Have the podium and everything. Like, I got some sad news or sad information for you. I work for TNA now. That's sad information.
Well, somebody else who keeps running the mouth can work for TNA too. That'd be Ryback if he keeps running his mouth too much.
Oh, is he running his mouth?
Yeah, he said
he
wasn't happy with that.
Pre-show.
Not happy way his thing's going. He ain't getting a push.
Oh, because you
you
know what?
Flapping those gums, they're gonna say you're gonna push right out the door, bigot.
Because the new names are coming in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, they are.
Number 8 is The Miz. It looks that way so far that he's getting a push.
Maurice helped a lot.
Maurice does help a lot. I do love the promo where it's like he doesn't want any blue M&Ms, and then he goes to drink the water. She's like, "Don't do this, domestic, domestic," and he spits it out. Hilarious.
So
absolutely, cucumbers over the eyes and everything. It works for the whole movie star thing.
It does, and it also could spell him beating Cesaro by cheating.
It could. Maurice can interfere and all that kind of stuff. But they could work a story into that because Natalya is connected. After she gets done with Charlotte, because you know she's not winning the belt,
No.
Natalya could come off of that and join up with Cesaro. They're connected.
They are connected with Tyson, yes.
And he's using the sharpshooter in a lot of events to win matches. So put them two together and let her be the deterrent for Maurice, and boom, you even got a mixed tag team match.
Then if Tyson comes back, you got a little jealousy in the ranks there. Oh, you're trying to steal my wife, and there we go.
Macho Man, ho ho.
It's been 7 years.
Way more than 7.
It rewrites itself. Just throw people in there.
Exactly.
Next day is the New Day, number 7, which they already got a push, so I don't know why they made the list on this one.
Yeah. You don't have to expect a big push. They're going to continue to get a big push.
Yeah, because
New
Day rocks. New Day rocks.
It will be a sad day when they break up.
Yeah, too bad for Kofi.
Exactly. Because I think one day,
too bad for Kofi and Xavier.
Right. Because you know what we read on part 4 before
yes.
is Big E will end up being a champion one day.
Yep.
But I I mean, it's every team splits up eventually because just like a band, they all have to go their separate ways. They all have to retire eventually. Kofi's going to retire for the other two pending injuries because he's older than them. So it's going to be interesting because that's going to be a big hit to the show. You don't have New Day on there. A lot of people don't like the gimmick, but you know what? They're entertaining, and I bet you they love the paychecks right now.
No bootios, Sarah?
Right.
You ain't got bootios.
Exactly. Where are we at?
Number 6.
Number 6, that is Marlena. Number 6, she's going to get a big push. I definitely expect that. I think she'll be the next person to have the belt, and that is Sasha Banks.
Now, wouldn't that be cool, which they've been hinting to it, I hope they do it, a women's Money in the Bank match.
Oh, really?
Now, wouldn't that something different than Money in the Bank?
It would.
Have a world title match, have a world title Money in the Bank contract, and a women's match and a women's Money in the Bank contract. That gives you 4 matches right there, and you got the Intercontinental, United States, tag teams. There's a pay-per-view done. You're done. And these girls are good girls. They're good women. Would you say they can't handle a climb a ladder, fall a ladder? Well, they probably didn't make one go to the bathroom break no more.
Right. Absolutely. But and then you got, of course, which I'm not going on the list right now, but you got Becky Lynch, and now she's going to be feuding with Emma, so that's good because both them girls can go. And Sasha, kind of right now, she's not really doing much on the show.
No.
But I think she's just biding her time, because you can't have, if you overdo it, then it'll
I'd rather
water
not
down.
overdo it, yeah. Why do you want to see this? If you're going to see the pay-per-view or something, why see it on Raw, SmackDown, Raw, pay-per-view? We just saw it 4 times.
Right.
Keep them away.
Yeah.
Till it's time. And don't even let tag team matches.
Right.
Pick your opponent matches. Don't touch each other until the pay-per-view. I'm tired. I mean,
if you
we
want
know
Sasha to get
Jericho and them did it 4 times. 3 times before WrestleMania, but that's a totally different situation.
Right. But if you want to do, Sasha getting wins and stuff like that, put her on main event, put her on Superstars, put her on Smack. Don't involve her with Charlotte, but have her face people like Summer Rae, like Tamina, like Naomi, people that aren't going to get the push right now, that are heels, that she get good wins over leading up to facing Charlotte, but you don't have to have the champion and the challenger face each other every week.
No.
But I do believe
how many times we've seen a match that's for a pay-per-view be done the Raw before the pay-per-view and then done again? You're like...
But I do believe that Sasha Banks is a true statement. I think that they will keep, continuing to push her.
SummerSlam should be her show. SummerSlam will be her.
I did not agree with what they were saying. I mean, it may be true, but the way they made it sound was that it was supposed to be her night at WrestleMania. They decided against it so that they could have the tall blonde on the Today Show instead of a mixed girl that has pink hair. Who cares?
What was that from? That's some more what's his face's logic.
Because honestly,
who Hunter just waiting for the day where he can kick his butt Kevin Dunn to the door.
Right. Because
that
honestly,
sounds like Kevin Dunn's logic.
Who cares? Because you've got mainstream media that would want to talk to her because she's related to Snoop Dogg.
Diversity, people. I thought they talked about diversity.
That's true. I don't know if that's a true statement. That's the rumor that was going around.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I hope it's not true.
Because let's see. I mean, Charlotte is kind of a Hunter's girl, but so is Sasha.
Right.
Let's don't get.
So I hope it's not like that. But I do hope Sasha does have her day.
We know that her daddy's Ric Flair, but she didn't use the Flair name, so.
Right. But I do hope that they give Sasha her day in this moment.
But I think it will be sometime when she wins the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Absolutely. And number 5?
Number 5 is Bray Wyatt. With injuries right now, that may postpone his little push. Depends on how long he's going to be out.
That will probably
may hurt it here for a while.
Number 4, Randy Orton.
With Bray, before we get to Randy. Bray, when he gets healed, he can come back and jump right back into whatever he wants to jump into and be going again. So.
Exactly, but number 4 is Randy Orton, the Viper, the Legend Killer.
Yeah.
The leader of a legacy. Yes.
Do you want Randy to come back as a face or a heel?
Honestly, I think he'll get a face reaction regardless, unless he does something once he gets in the ring to piss everybody off.
Don't attack Roman Reigns.
Damn.
Dean Ambrose, cost Dean, give Dean the RKO or AJ Styles. Don't do it to Roman.
Right.
Because we want Randy to be a heel. RKO Roman. Yeah. He's
not
watching
gonna
that.
work. It is not going to work.
Up next, number 3 is Seth Rollins. Please, waiting for Seth to come back.
Now, I don't know if you saw this, but they gave 2 options, 2 very good options for his return.
Oh, yeah.
One.
About the Ambrose Asylum talk show?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. 2 different options that they were talking about on the internet, ladies and gentlemen. This is huge. This is good stuff. First one was him come in, win the Money in the Bank, cash in, boom, win the belt, blah, blah, blah. So he'll be a 2-time winner, and he'll be right up there with Edge, right? Who never won it twice. But anyway, technically.
But WWE logic, he did.
Yes. But then somebody said, well, we can honestly see him say he'll be the first one to ever win it twice. In the actual ladder match, but remember CM Punk won it twice in the ladder match.
He did.
But you got to erase history, remember?
Yeah.
But here was the second option, and I like
Hogan,
it better.
Punk, Benoit.
Yes. Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka.
But here's the second option. I like the second option better. It gives more intrigue. It gives more, what can happen with this. To go a UFC route. And Seth Rollins come back. Because when they do UFC, if you win a belt, a lot of times you have to do a 30-day or 60-day suspension due to injuries. They call it suspensions or whatever. But you're still the champion.
Yes.
And then they crown an interim champion. And then them 2 face each other to combine the belts. So Seth Rollins can come back and say, well, here's my belt right here on my shoulder. I never lost the championship, which he did not.
Yeah, they've gone that route before.
They did it with CM Punk and John Cena. They've done it with Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels with the double belt situation. So he can come back with a belt and say he never lost it, and he can go into a title unification with whoever the champion is at the time.
Now, wouldn't it be funny? That'd be a way, they introduce your WWE World Heavyweight Champion and Seth comes out. Like, what?
Well, yeah, like do an interview or something like that, or somebody in the ring talking, no, let's bring out the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Boom, Seth Rollins' music comes on instead of Roman.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Roman Reigns! And they hit Seth's music and Seth cut on the title. Like,
but it's true, he never lost the belt. So I do believe, honestly, especially with the reaction that he got, with the Slammies, he will come back as a ultra face, the biggest face you've seen. Right now, they're kind of messed up right now because they've got so many faces, and like Dean and Seth, and they want Roman to be a face, and he's the only one that's not a face technically. AJ's a face. Anyone that faces Roman is a face. Don't put Jericho in there with him because he'll be a face too.
Even though Jericho tries his best, he's the best heel they've got.
He is the best heel right now that they've got.
And Bray.
And if John Cena comes back, he's going to be a face. They're all going to be faces. So Randy's going to have to come back as a heel because there won't be no heels.
Yes, but he can't attack Roman because he'll be a face.
Don't attack Roman. Randy Orton and AJ Styles would be a good match.
Yes, it would be. Up next at number 2 is John Cena.
John Cena.
You can't see me.
We don't want
You
to.
can't see me.
We don't want to.
But John Cena, yes.
That's a given.
Yes.
That is a given.
Like, I'm on Raw. I get a more title shot. What? Okay.
Right.
Tonight in the main event.
In this very
I haven't
ring.
been here for 6 months, but I get a match.
Right.
Because I went there with The Rock at WrestleMania. So that means I get a title shot whenever.
Right.
Okay. And I don't know why number 1's on there either. Like, that's with like New Day.
Right. Number 1, Roman Reigns. We already know, just like the New Day situation, he's going to get the push of the year, even though it's not working. They need to turn him heel like they did with The Rock, joining the nation and joining the corporation until it's time to really push the face turn.
This is just... It seems like Vince is going, no, I don't care. Y'all are not going to make me change anything. I want Roman Reigns to be the man.
He's probably saying, look, we changed it for Daniel Bryan. Look what happened to him. So we're not going to change it. I get the hesitation, but I'm telling y'all, if you take Luke Gallows, you take Carl Anderson, and this is back to part 1, but if you take Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows, and you put them with AJ, and automatically Luke and Carl, they're going to be the cool heels, but they're still going to be technically heels, especially facing the Usos, because the Usos actually get cheered, unlike their cousin. So
unless they're with him.
Just like The Rock.
It rubs off, yeah.
It does. It rubs off. So if you make a 6-man tag and you make AJ Styles a heel, he's still going to get cheered.
They're going to get cheered, and the Usos and Reigns is going to get booed.
So, I mean, and on pay-per-views, a lot
of
of
these people that make this multi-million-dollar money are smart enough to see this. I hope they are.
You would think while they're in the bubble of the WWE that they can actually hear the reaction. They actually know, hey, this is pretty stupid on our part. You know, Vince is the one that calls the shots, but still, this is stupid because it honestly is. You don't want to turn AJ heel, number one. He just got there. Let him run as a face.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
But with Luke and Carl, they look like they're going to try to run them as heels. You come in and you attack people from behind. That makes you a heel.
Oh, yeah, they hit the Usos. But what if it is Finn Balor? I mean, maybe they trick us and think maybe they think it's going to be AJ.
Anything with AJ.
Maybe they can't port AJ. Maybe they show him in the back on Raw Monday and they all kind of give the old in the backstage.
Right.
And maybe they come out during this title match and you're still thinking. And
yeah. So. What if they join Roman Reigns and they attack AJ? Because remember, when New Japan, I know New Japan is different, but New Japan, when he left, he got attacked by everyone of them, including Luke and Carl. So what if Roman Reigns almost forms, I know they can't call it Bullet Club, but they almost form a new Shield together. You want to be heels, to put the three of them together and beat up AJ.
Yeah, instead of this, you get this. Machine Gun, Carl Anderson.
You just never know.
You never know.
There's a lot of different routes you could go with it because they want to be different from New Japan, so they may just totally swap it up. Completely swap it up. You just never know.
If Finn Balor shows up.
I mean, and if Finn Balor comes in and attacks Roman Reigns, he's still hello. Right.
Alrighty then.
So if he comes back and he comes in to attack Roman, Finn's still going to be daggum cheered.
Yes.
It's going to be hard to make Finn a heel regardless.
It is.
You know, they call him the new Sting. And I like it.
That should be more Sami Zayn.
The underdog thing, but I guess they're going with the face paint thing and the charisma.
I think it was hitting of El Generico coming back.
Isn't that weird? I done showed you the name situation.
You showed me the name situation.
Same thing.
I love the name thing, but yeah.
But we're going to move on to the Justin Carter bracket to end out the semifinals.
And so he will face Sting in the finals in part 4.
We have a number 8 seed in the Justin Carter bracket, Rick Rude, taking on a number 2 seed in the Justin Carter bracket, Dusty Rhodes, if you will. And that means he gets to determine the winner of this very match.
Whew, man.
It's the ravishing one against the American Dream, against the Plumber Sun.
Shield bumps again.
I hear you.
I mean, this is a matchup for the ages. Ravishing Rick Rude, the American Dusty Rhodes. One of those two will take on Sting, the Icon, the Vigilante, the you know.
All those names.
All those things after Sting. But
you're not looking at their overall careers. You're not looking at polka dots.
No.
You're not looking at when Rude was with Bobby Heenan.
no, looking at when Rude was with Paul,
The Dangerous Alliance.
the Dangerous Alliance.
And the NWA time, you can look at all that.
Yes, and with that backing, like we said, with Flair, when you have the backing, don't care how good you are, because Dusty Rhodes knows how to deal with a group.
He does not.
And a group knows how to deal
with Dust.
Rhodes.
The road, if you will.
But, as much as I love Dusty, Rick Rude has that one special thing that Dusty Rhodes does not have.
Airbrush paints.
No.
Oh, okay.
A nice robe. No. Six-pack. No.
He had a whole keg.
He did. He had in his ear Paul Heyman.
This is true.
And with Paul Heyman behind you,
and
directing you this way and that way, is just enough to cheat his way past the American Dream, who has to deal with beautiful Bobby, stunning Steve Austin, Medusa, Arn Anderson, Larry Zbyszko. Too much for this day for the American Dream. But Rick Rude, with a little help from his friends, would go on to face Sting.
in the finals in Part 4. We've seen it before for the International Heavyweight Championship. We've seen it for the World Championship. I believe they fought for the U.S. Championship against each other. This will be a classic for the ages in the Macho
number
Madness.
2 Sting taking on
A number 8.
He has broken all barriers. A number 8.
But he already beat a number 2. Can he beat a number 2 again in a whole nother bracket? You're going to have to find out when you come back to Part 4, as we are going to finish up the March Macho Madness tournament in April as we go over the list
That does not miss right here on episode 100. I'm Mike Hogan.
and I'm just a Carter.
We'll see each and every one of you in a few clicks. New Sean. Jeez, New Sean!
We got a new shit.